What's happening, guys and girls? Acrinator here, and welcome to another episode of World of Warcraft Dungeon Overview. This episode will be finishing up the Burning Crusade dungeons in the Caverns of Time dungeon hub by running through the opening of the Dark Portal instance. I'll be going through it with my Warlock you see here, so with that being said, let's dive straight into it. Similar to the previous episode, the Infinite Dragonflight is a corrupted group within the Bronze Dragonflight that has tried relentlessly to disrupt the normal flow of time. Many of these attempts have included assassinating various historical figures, and fortunately most of these cases have been thwarted. This time the Bronze Dragons have asked us to go back in time to when the corrupted Guardian Medivh was first opening the Dark Portal deep within the swamplands of the Black Morass. Even someone as strong as the Sargeras-possessed Medivh needs the utmost concentration when opening something as monumental as the Dark Portal. And as such, he'll need our protection from any would-be assassins while he does his thing. Opening the Dark Portal is a level 65 to 70 dungeon with level 70 heroic mode located in the Caverns of Time dungeon hub in eastern Tanaris. As you're making your way to the main concourse, the dungeon entrance will be the second one on the left. There's a few important pieces of information to do with how this dungeon works that don't necessarily fit with any particular boss mechanics. For one, there's going to be plenty of trash mobs, namely crocolisks, spiders, and jaguars that you're going to want to clear out before doing anything else. After that's done, make your way to the southern point of the map, where you'll find Medivh standing in front of a very primitive-looking dark portal. Approach him and the fight will begin automatically. You'll notice that a few new UI features will pop up once everything begins to pick up, namely a percentage counter for Medivh's health and a number out of 18 counter for the amount of portals you've fought off. Portals will begin popping up in a large semicircle around the Dark Portal, from which infinite dragons will begin pouring out. Take out the first mob that appears as quickly as possible, as they're the ones who are keeping the portals open. That being said, don't neglect the smaller mobs that'll try to make a beeline straight for Medivh. If he dies, the entire dungeon run will be reset. The 6th, 12th, and 18th portals will release bosses instead of trash mobs, though the smaller aforementioned beeliners will still spawn periodically. After each boss is downed, there will be a short period of about 15 to 20 seconds where no new portals will spawn. The main part of this that may cause problems is trying to find the next portal before it starts spawning mobs, which can be tricky depending on how unlucky you are with trees and shrubs being in the way. Deja was once a bronze draconid who was tempted into joining the Infinite Dragonflight with the promise of immense power and the ability to gain unprecedented influence among their ranks. The only notable thing about this fight is that Deja can pull all players further than 50 yards right up next to him, so casters try to stay further away from him without going more than 50 yards away. Tempuras is a young infinite drake who serves as one of their lead strategists, identifying potential targets for their nefarious plans. Needless to say, if we take him out, they'll be massively set back. Another simple fight, Tempuras will occasionally put up a spell reflective shield, meaning that casters should hold off until the ability wears off. Aeneas was tasked by the master of the Infinite Dragonflight, Murazond himself, to take out Medivh if all else failed. Man, what else can I say besides freaking Burning Crusade lore? This is gonna be like a 3-minute episode. Believe it or not, there's literally nothing special about this fight. The only thing significant about this whole dungeon is that the portals pop up so quickly in succession to each other. And you wonder why I want to get to Wrath as quickly as possible. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, despite how bare bones it may have been. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more like it, maybe even subscribe. Links for my social media and whatnot are in the description below, and as for the comment question, what do you think the Infinite Dragonflight's end goal is? I honestly don't have much of a clue, since they seem to be ambiguous most of the time. Anyways, that's all the time I've got for today, so until next time, don't die.